Okay, here we go. So know that we were talking about exporting from Dropbox earlier. And what I'll do is I'll go back to the actual video and actually, well, so that I can export it. So I need to go to the folder. And this is not the folder. Mine's actually in term 9. And it needs to be under rotation. And so you'll see I have several videos here. So I'm just going to pick this bottom video, and yours should look like this. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the share button right here. And I'm going to take that. It's going to say share. We want to go ahead and take this to an application. And I'm going to open this in Video Physics. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I give this a healthy name. We do that by selecting this I for information. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And I am going to call this Vectors Experiment Night. Okay, so you see we have Vectors Experiment Night right here. I can select on this. And as I select on it, pulling this up with my hand. I say my hand, but oh my goodness. The next thing we want to do is we want to set our origin and scale right here. So I'm going to tap on that with my finger. The scale is going to be over here somewhere. I'm going to pull my origin up here, and I want to pull that to the pivot point. Okay? So the pivot point is about, this thing is basically the point about which this rod is going to turn. So I'm going to double tap, and as I double tap, you'll see I can get in closer. And all I'm doing is double tapping. I'm going to put that right on the center. So now that we have that on the center, now I want to get a measurement. And I am just going to put in 10 centimeters here. I'm going to go from 31 to 41. Okay, that's going to be our calibration. So remember, we have number lines, but on these number lines, we actually have units. And those units are going to be measures of meters. So right now, you see we have meters right here. But how many meters are in this little block? Well, it's 10. So we're going to put in, it's not 10, it's 0.10. So it's 10 centimeters. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull that down. And then I can double tap. And then I can tap again and then go over to points. Select points when it comes up here. And then I want to actually track this piece of tape. So if I want a greater area to select on, I can always change the size of this area. So I can do that by sliding this up or down. So if I slide up, the size gets smaller. If I slide down, it gets thicker. So I can see where that point is, and I can tap. You see I have a little point right there. But if I double tap, I can get in closer. And what I want to achieve is getting in the center of this black object that's on this rod as many times as I possibly can. So I want you to do this, and I want you to do the entire video. It's probably about a minute. So. And just keep going, and you keep going on and on around, okay? And I'll show you an example of this. This is, oh, okay, I moved my video. It was still there. I better move it back. So that's pretty much it. We'll talk about the processing of the video right after this.